So junior I atka daso quedalola shinage. Dann desodon joni gohio tia asale asatste.
A skunk oil demonstration was held at the A'nowara'ko Arena on Cornwall Island under the Mohawk Council of Akwesasne's Economic Development Division. Jessica Shenandoah was part of the team pulling this together, along with Norman Peters, and Jessica says the event was organized to help revitalize cultural skills that are being lost.
Skunk oil is something that we used to use more often. A lot of the elders and people in the community used to use it. It's really good as like a chest rub for respiratory conditions, and people used it for ear infections. So it just piqued my interest about the skunk oil, and I noticed that there wasn't a lot of people who knew about it. There wasn't a lot of availability for the medicine either.
A grant through the First Nations Confederacy of Cultural Education Center in Canada made it all possible. The demonstration was conducted all in the Mohawk language to further strengthen the revitalization concept.
We wanted to document it, and Junge Cook was going to teach it all in Ganyankeha, so that way we had the language to go with the skills, because sometimes the language is lost with that skill as well. Everything, has a purpose, has a use. These animals, that people think are a pest or a nuisance, because of the odor, that it actually has like a big medicine to it, so that it is useful.
Heading the skunk oil demonstration was Junge Cook, who trained at the SRMT Akwesasne Cultural Restoration Program in the skill.
I decided to take up the mantle and keep this going on at least. If we don't carry on what we know and what we did have or what we still have, it's eventually going to go away if no one's going to pick it up.
As Junge explained, the oil is essentially made from rendering the fat collected after the animal is skinned. The process is typically done in the fall when the animal is carrying more fat.
But the way I skin is basically how you skin anything like a deer. Try to cut it to where it's not going to puncture the scent glands. You could just pretty much pull it all off and then put it onto the table and start scraping the fat off. So when we get the final product, basically it's just gonna look like a bacon grease, really. I store it into a mason jar with some vitamin E to preserve it a little bit longer, give it a little more shelf life.
Resurrecting a lost but not forgotten approach to procuring traditional medicine is a success in itself, but representing the language and cultural history amongst First Nations makes the event that much more important.
There's many different medicinal properties to a lot of different animals that you'd be surprised. Also, I've heard from older people, elders, that they used to take a spoonful before wintertime, kind of to boost their immune system. The most rewarding part is being able to provide a medicine that no one has readily available, something you can't find off the shelf.